has uncovered a 2006 study written for the U.S. Special Operations Command that suggests the military should clandestinely recruit or hire prominent bloggers. The report stated, quote, hiring a block of bloggers to verbally attack a specific person or promote a specific message may be worth considering. The report also suggested the Pentagon hack blogs that promote messages that are antithetical to U.S. interests. The report stated, quote, hacking the site and subtly changing the messages and data, merely a few words or phrases, may be sufficient to begin destroying the blogger's credibility with the audience.
The average American would be so shocked to find out there's something called CointelPro, the FBI's covert action programs against American citizens. Now, this Senate report tells what the FBI was doing against the American citizens, literally. Here's their statement. CointelPro began in 1956, in part because of the frustration with the Supreme Court rulings limiting the government's power to proceed overtly against dissident groups. It ended in 1971 with the threat of public exposure. The Bureau conducted, their terms, a sophisticated vigilante operation aimed squarely at preventing the exercise of First Amendment rights of speech and association.
CointelPro, where they had targeted thousands and thousands of people for investigation based upon no violation of the law, just hunches and suspicions, where they were tracking down Martin Luther King, who had committed no crimes, but they were tapping him, they were covering him, they were on his case all the time, and they were trying to dismantle him as a leader of the civil rights movement. But the fact that this could happen in America, this nation of law and accountability, and happen over so many years, presidents of both political parties were involved in this. It was a bipartisan thing, and there was a lot of this that the agencies had to explain that were the result, directly or indirectly, of pressure from above. Yes, we were surprised.
The FBI set out to neutralize the Black Panther Party any way they could.
CointelPro was doing its mischief in attempting to pit the two organizations against each other. It got to the points where there was clearly almost a state of war that was existing between the two organizations.
The FBI had created this tension. They had these two groups that, when they saw each other on the street, it was just a natural confrontation.
Correspondence propaganda between the two, telling one that the other one was doing something that wasn't appropriate.
Well, I felt pretty bad because most of it was really crap. It was a waste of time. We destroyed a lot of lives, and I always deny that, but
New York City Police Department had infiltrated the Panther 21, and the highly publicized, highly touted trial of 21 members of the Panther Party for allegedly plotting to blow up department stores turned out to be a total hype, entire harassment, entrapment by the FBI, where it was revealed that FBI agents had infiltrated the Panthers, and the people behind any ideas of a plot to blow up anything were all government agents.
It's been revealed that incendiary blogger and radio host Hal Turner was an FBI informant and agent provocateur. Turner is being charged with making death threats against Connecticut legislators and Illinois judges, and he has to claim that his actions were legal because he did the same when employed by the FBI. Prosecutors have acknowledged that Turner was an informant who spied on radical right-wing organizations. But Turner went much further than spying. He also called for former Congresswoman Cynthia McKinney to be lynched. McKinney responded to the news saying, quote, "It's just now come to my attention that a journalist who suggested that I be lynched was actually being paid by our own government to say that. Now, when I reported it to the FBI, how in the world was I to know that he was at that time on the FBI's payroll?"
A prominent Austin-based activist named Brandon Darby has revealed he worked as an FBI informant in the 18 months leading up to the Republican convention.
Brandon was obviously living a double life, so the discord and aggression and violence and abuse are real. I experienced it personally. But we know that he has showed up at every important organization in this area. He has showed up in the immigrant rights organizations, in the refugee organizations, in the prison organizations, in the anti-war organizations.
When we started Common Ground, Brandon was right here, that I knew from the very beginning that Homeland Security had infiltrated us. I knew that when I realized that to be critical of FEMA response or the aftermath of Katrina, we took upon the wrath of Homeland Security. I was looking at it coming from many different ways, but God knows I didn't think it would be from Brandon.
Big cleanup is underway after another riot broke out last night during a protest against police brutality. Any message organizers had was quickly lost amid the damage and debris that put the actions of some protesters, not the police, in the spotlight.
Protest organizers called people to the streets to complain about police brutality. 221 people were arrested. They're blaming police for provoking the protesters and then going overboard. Police make massive arrests for nothing, this man says. Instead of targeting the main people, they grab everyone.
They want us to sit with them. Put the rock down. I'm not for this. Stop. Chicken shrimp. Take your mask off. You're a fucking cop. The three of you. It's a peaceful demonstration. They're going to shout. We just put that mask on. These three guys are cops, everybody. Put the rock down, cops. Police, come on, let's see your face. Come on, police. Let's see your face. It's not going to help. It's not going to help. Come on, cops. And then go another way. Wait, what's happening, Kiki?
Okay, those two people are trying to hold the sign. She's standing in front of it, so she's blocking it. She's pissed. See? See that?
Oh, that's what it says.
What does it say? No planes?
Yeah.
Hit World Trade Center.
Drama here?
What is the drama?
This guy's name is Nico, and his friend Ryan. They're provocateurs. That guy was wearing a dinosaur outfit, a full lizard dinosaur outfit, holding a no planes hit the building sign. So, and standing with our group, trying to make it look like he was with us. So their job is, and I don't know who's paying them, but their job, self-appointed or otherwise, is to make the 9/11 truth movement look crazy.
I'm recording everything. Yes, no, how much more fucking supper exited we got?
You fucking touch me?
Don't fucking touch me! Get your hands off!
I didn't do it. How much is your soul worth? It's more worth than yours. How much? How much? When you ask serious questions, you're a bullshit.
Who's paying me?
Hey,
Hey, back that shit up right now. Where's the gun? If you ever touch me again, fire and string on again.
Hey, I'd like to press assault charges. They're ignoring me.
Demonstrating argument.
We showed them the video of the guy assaulting me. I said I wanted to press assault charges. Excuse me! Excuse me! I just stepped up to them to ask them what was going on, and they just walked away from me again. By law, they should have that man in handcuffs. We have the video evidence of him assaulting someone. I lodged a complaint. We have witnesses. I said I want him taken away for assault. Nothing was done. The police just ignored me and just walked away.
Sources in America from the State Department and the CIA have confirmed that payments were made to a group in Libya that was associated with Osama bin Laden. No, your inalienable rights come from God, and no one can force you to contract into the laws of England or the laws of Britain. You only have one allegiance, and that is to God and His chosen one. And I am, of course, that chosen one. I am the Lord Jesus Christ, and I now welcome you to the end times.
CointelPro stands for Counterintelligence Program, primarily run by the FBI as a covert action program against domestic dissidents. The use of infiltration, psychological warfare, harassment through the legal system and the use of extra-legal force and violence began in the 1950s and is now a permanent feature of U.S. government. Targets included the civil rights movement, the anti-war movement, opposition political parties, and basically any progressive group in American society.